what is the best signature shoe out there? We're gonna break it all down for you. Let's get it. So today we got kind of a different video. We got a shoe and basketball video. I thought I'd bring you something different if we're getting bored right now. So I'm breaking down 10 different signature shoes. I think these are just the most popular ones right now. Let me know if I forgot any. Comment down below and I'll rate them in the comments. But let's get into the first shoe. The first shoe is going to be the Currys. I've never been a big fan of Currys. I know they play very well. I've played in a pair once. They play well. I don't like the look. I've never liked the look of Currys. I'm not a big Under Armour fan when it comes to basketball. So they get a 5 out of 10 for me. They're just a mid-tier shoe that is good if you want a good price. They have some good colorways, but I never liked their colorways. And I don't like the model of the shoe. I just never have, but they play pretty well, so they get a 5 out of 10 for me. It's a very interesting shoe that, you know, a lot of people like and a lot of people don't. It's kind of you either like it or you don't. So next up, I've got the KDs. And to talk about the KDs for a minute, I've always played in KDs. As a kid, I played in KDs. I also played in Kyries as a kid. We'll talk about it in a minute. But in my opinion, the KDs, actually we're breaking down 11 shoes, not 10. If we're breaking down the KDs, I think the 16, the 17, the 3, and the 4 are the best in my opinion. I'm a big fan of the 3. I've always liked the KD 3, and I love the KD 17 that just came out. So, but then you gotta talk about the bad ones. I don't like the KD 11. I don't like the KD 1. I do not like the KD 6, and I don't like the KD 7 that much. So, but despite all that, they're a really good shoe to play in. Any guard can play in it, forward, center, anyone can play in the shoe. So I give it an 8 out of 10 for me. I think the 16 and the 17, a lot of people wear the 16s now. I think the 16, the 17, and the 3 carry it, in my opinion. 15's a good one too. But I do think KDs are an 8 out of 10. They're a very good shoe. A lot of people can play in them. Number 3, LeBrons. This is a worldwide sneaker. Everyone as a kid owned a pair of LeBrons. It was a cheap shoe. It was a cool shoe. LeBron was the best basketball player in the world at that point. LeBron James, they get an 8 out of 10 just because of the culture. People have worn them everywhere. They've styled LeBrons with them. I like LeBrons. I always have. I love the LeBron 20s that have come out recently. I don't like the 20. I don't really like the 21s. They're not bad, but I don't love them. But the most recent ones I think have gained a lot more traction. And then, you know, ones like the 10 and ones like there's a bunch of different things that LeBron and LeBron sneakers have done culture-wise that a lot of people just wear. You can style it with anything. A lot of people like them. They were cheap for kids. So LeBron's, in my opinion, is an 8 out of 10 because you could find them anywhere. It was a good shoe. They're fun to play in. They're good to play in. They have great traction. LeBron's are an 8 out of 10 for me. Now, moving into a newer sneaker. And if you didn't know, I am a Devin Booker fan. If you look back here, that's signed by Devin Booker. And we're getting into the Book 1s. These are the most probably recent signature sneaker on this list to come out. And it's a really good shoe. I'm going to be totally honest with you. The Book 1s have received a lot of hate. I have a pair of my own. Actually, wait 1 second. I own the Ashton Slate pair. This pair I love. So if I'm kind of breaking it down, it's a shoe that, and it's been worn a lot. It's a very worn shoe. I really love the shoe. It's insanely comfortable. And one thing that I have done a lot with it is I've played on the court with it a little bit, but I've styled it with other stuff. And it is held up very, very well. I changed the laces to white from this Ashton Slate color. It's very easy to clean. It's very comfortable. This is a shoe that I have a lot of experience with. So I think this shoe, because it can be styled and there's so many cool colorways coming out, and even though they came out with the bad colorways first, I think that this shoe, in my opinion, is a 7 out of 10. It's very comfortable. It's fun to play on the court with, and it's a good shoe to put. You could put a tuxedo on with these shoes. You could put a suit on with these shoes. These shoes go with anything. I do really like this shoe, and just because I'm a Devin Booker fan it might sway my vote a little bit, but it doesn't sway a lot. I think this is a great shoe. I love the swoosh. And I actually really like the mirroring. I just don't like the colorways that have come out. This is probably my favorite that have come out so far. I do like that lavender one too. That'll be on screen right now. All right. So, yeah, books get a 7 out of 10. They've received a lot of hate, but I like the shoe, even though they took away the PG, which was a great shoe. But, all right, number 5. This is not a player that plays anymore, but I had to throw it in because it's going to be our first 10 out of 10, the Jordans. Any pair of Jordans, literally any pair of Jordans. You walk into a mall, let's say. If you're looking at people's feet, you will see at least 10 pairs of Jordans. You will see sneaker stores. What do those sneaker stores have in them? Jordans. Everyone wears Jordans. Jordans is the best signature shoe to ever come out. It's the highest grossing shoe to ever come out. It's a 10 out of 10, easily. Every pair of Jordans is a good pair of Jordans. Every colorway is a good colorway of Jordans. They've never really missed. So Jordans get 10 out of 10 in the first one. I believe we have 2 on here that get 10 out of 10s, but you know. Next one, we have the Ja ones, and the Ja ones, in my opinion, are the best signature shoe that has released in the last 3 years. The Ja ones are amazing. Let me grab mine. Hold up. Should have had these ready. All right, so I have the Ja 1 Zombie / Halloween colorway. This shoe is, in my opinion, probably the best colorway. My favorite colorway, personally. It is an amazing shoe. It plays, in my opinion, just like a Kobe. It's just a cheaper version of a Kobe, in my opinion. The traction on the bottom, that's where it gets you. The traction on the Ja 1 is amazing. It's probably the best traction out of any of these shoes. This shoe is great. Ja Morant hit on this shoe. Nike hit on this shoe. They made a ton of money with this shoe, and it looks great. The silhouette is amazing. The Ja 2s have just released. I don't love them. I think they missed, but the Ja 1 will forever be a shoe that little kids will wear. Older grown-ups will wear. Adults, anyone will wear this shoe. You see players in the NBA wearing this shoe. It's not just Ja Morant. This is a great shoe. It holds up very well. I played an entire basketball season in these mostly, a little bit in the books, and it held up great. The only time that I think it was kind of tough is when the side pockets over here, when it can't release air and it gets clogged. But the good thing about this is it's a ton of mesh, very breathable, great shoe. All right, next up. Yeah, so Jaws get a 9 out of 10. That's a heck of a shoe. So next up, we have the Kobe's. I have never owned a pair of Kobe's. I have played in them once. Kobe's get a 10 out of 10, easily for me. Like, just the silhouette look of every single Kobe, except 1, 2, 3. But that was when he was with Adidas, and the first one with Nike. Not good shoes. The 4, the 5, the 6. The Kobe 6 Pro Tro is the number 1 selling shoe in probably the last 5 years. The Kobe 6 Pro Tro is an amazing shoe. Kobe 5 is a good shoe. Kobe 7 is a good shoe. Kobe 8 is a really good shoe. Kobe's is also become, since Kobe has passed away, rest in power, that shoe has been insanely popular. You see everyone wearing Kobe's now, playing basketball. It used to kind of just be an off-the-court sneaker. It's now become a truly on-the-court sneaker that a ton of people wear. So Kobe's easily get a 10 out of 10. They're exactly like a Jordan. They can't be worn the same way like a Jordan, but they're just like it on the court. So you see so many people wearing Kobe's on the court. You don't see a ton of people wearing Jordans, but you see that more outside. So Kobe's, that's the other 10 out of 10. There's only 2 10 out of 10s, the Jordans and the Kobe's. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But we'll move into the number 8, the Anthony Edwards 1s. I have never played in this shoe, so I can't really give a good context on this shoe. I'm being totally honest, wear-wise. I give it a 7 out of 10 just by looks, and I've held it in my hand. It's a good shoe. I love the breathability on the side seems amazing. I think that's why it's so popular. I did not like it when it first came out. I thought it was a dumb looking shoe. I'll be totally honest. It grew on me a lot when other colorways started to come out, similar to the book one. It grew on me even more. But the AE ones are really just a good shoe. You see a ton of people wearing them now. So for me, I do think I have to give this shoe a 7 out of 10 just because I see so many people wearing them and they're probably a really good shoe. I just can't really give my context on the wearability on the shoe. Same thing as the next one, the Joel Embiid Skechers. I'm going to let this sit on the screen for a minute. I'm going to let this shoe just sit there. A couple pictures of it right here. This shoe is horrible. I don't understand. Joel Embiid probably got a bag from Skechers. I'm going to be totally honest. He probably got paid so much money. This shoe is horrible. I don't know. I've never worn it, so I don't know if it's like maybe the best, maybe the most comfortable basketball shoe ever. I would assume it's not, but like this shoe is really bad. It gets a 2 out of 10 for me just because Joel Embiid's face is on it. It's the only reason why it gets a couple points is because Joel Embiid puts his face on it or puts his thing on it. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about these Skechers. They're just not good. 2 out of 10. We'll move into the second to last one. We have the Tatum 1s and the Tatum 2s. I have played in the Tatum 1s. They don't play great, if I'm being totally honest. They look awesome. I love the look of the Tatum 1s. I think the Tatum 2s play a little better from what I have heard. I haven't tried it on. But from what I've heard, the Tatum 2s are a little, like, they work a little bit better. But they get a 5 out of 10 just because I don't think they play well. And that's the problem. Like, I've played in the Tatum 1s, they don't. And the Tatum 2s, I wouldn't assume that it's a crazy jump. I assume it's better. I don't really love the look of the shoe of the Tatum 2s. I like the look of the Tatum 1s. So it's like they should mesh these two together. It'd be a really good shoe. But I give it a 5 out of 10. It's just, I don't think it's really that good. And we got two more left. I have been counting wrong. Next we have the Melos. And let me actually grab my pair of Melos real quick. I've had this shoe for a very long time. These are the Melo ones. Are these the ones? I don't remember, to be totally honest. I did love this shoe when I was playing. I liked this. I love this part about it. I bought this shoe and I played in this shoe for a whole season. And it was really, really good. I think I had never worn Puma before this, if I'm being totally honest. So I didn't know what it matched up Puma-wise. But Puma's pretty good. I do like Puma a lot in what they do. I love this design. And this does not fit me anymore, but this is a really good shoe. I love the colorway that they've put on this shoe. It's a sneaker that a lot of people have worn. It's kind of died down recently. But, you know, in my opinion, I think I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And the reason I give it that is because there's some colorways that I really don't like. The silhouette of the shoe is pretty simple. There's no really defining features on the outside of the shoe. It's really just right here, which is like not really part of the silhouette. So I think I give it a 6 out of 10 because it's really simple. It's really nice. I do like to play in them. They are very good to play in, but once your foot starts growing, it starts to hurt. And that's one thing that with other shoes, it doesn't really start to hurt. These do. So I give it a 6 out of 10. Moving into the last one, the Kyries. The Kyries with Nike. And I'll break down, why don't we do both of them actually? The Kyries with Nike are the ones that I originally wanted to say, but I'll also do the Ansas. The Ansa ones, or the Kai ones. But Kyrie Nikes. This is a shoe that everybody wore. This is an amazing shoe. I used to wear this as a kid. KD's and Kyrie's, that was the shoes I wore all the time when I wasn't buying nicer sneakers, right? When I was a kid, that's what I played with basketball season. I loved Kyrie's. Kyrie's get a 9 out of 10 for me. They were one of the best Nike shoes that they had, and obviously with all the stuff, they did have to release, and there wasn't really another option. And then we get into the Kai ones with Anta. This shoe is great. I have not worn it. I love the look of it. It gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Just because I haven't worn it, I can't give it a 9 or a 10. But I love the look of it. I think Kyrie has hit on all of his shoes. I don't know if he has really a say on them, but some of the colorways that he puts out, just the design elements, they're really awesome. And that's one thing that I genuinely love about the Book Ones. When you really look into what is inside the shoe, that is why the Book Ones, the Ja ones, they're so special to me, and why I buy them is because they have stories involved. And I think that's something that Kyrie has done with his shoes as well. So that will wrap up this video. It's gonna be this was a fun video to film, honestly, breaking down shoes. I'm a big shoe guy, but it also is basketball. So we're still bringing you basketball content. But I do want to say, comment down below for sure if I missed anything. I know there's other shoes that I might have not said, but if there's anything, I will write them in the comments, and that'll be fun. So hope you all liked this video. It was different, and I'll see y'all guys next time. Peace out.